All right, welcome everyone to another exciting adventure with the Temple of Limitless Light. If you like our videos, please subscribe. If I get 1,000 subscribers, then I can start selling my art on the page. So if you want to be able to have a mug of, let's see, oops, my beautiful earth flag or my cross or the artwork in the room, help us get there. Now we're going to do it for money. So tonight we're going to continue our practices with, let me center with pore breathing. So pore breathing is a practice that I said last time that I thought up as a kid, with the idea of you sitting in a meditative state, in a relaxed state, and just breathing in energy through every pore of your body, and then exhaling through every pore of your being, like all the spent, dried out, yuck energy, and sort of purifying yourself, bringing energy into your body, and then exhaling it, and doing fire breathing, which is what we'll do tonight. And then later, when I was a little older, I found out that Franz Bardon talks about that in his Initiation to Hermetics, which is a really good book. Franz Bardon is kind of like a Crowley type person. He was a very, very influential, very ingenious magician of the mid 20th century. He had his own style, his own way of doing things, and it influenced a lot of people. He had probably a lot of the usual, like Agrippa and Middle Ages and Levi, people like that. But he also had a lot of Eastern training, or at least exposure. He seemed to know a lot of Buddhist practices, and so he incorporated that into his style. So the same way that Golden Dawn and Crowley especially did. So he did a lot of pore breathing with the elements, which is something I thought of too, but I guess it was just something that's sort of obvious. But he probably got it from the Tibetans, because it's a Tummo practice. And my teacher, Fredo Barabas, publishes that in his Mastering the Art of Ritual Magic. Fredo Barabas has some new books coming out soon. That's very exciting. So that's the brief history. Now, what's the point? The point is several things. First of all, you breathe in all this energy and increase your health and your vitality. And it's sort of like doing the middle pillar. It's a way to bring a lot of energy into your being. Secondly, and almost more important, because there's a lot of exercises that can bring in energy, like chakras and things, is you get exposed to the energy. You can feel the energy flow through your body. And once you get that sensation, that feeling, it's very easy to replicate it and to use it in other areas of your life and in other ritual practices. So for instance, if you're doing the Qabalastic Cross or the Usher bench ritual, the pentagram, when you project banishing pentagram, you can pull up that energy and move it if you do these pore breathing exercises and experience it. And even more importantly, if you go through and do different elements, then you get the feeling of the different elements flowing through your body. And that's an initiation. That's an empowerment that gives you the ability to then do elemental magic, the same way that we do empowerments for the planetaries, because these series of empowerments prepare you, attune you to the energies of the system so that the rituals are more powerful. They'll work subconsciously if you don't do these things, but if you have these experiences, these initiations where you can really feel the energies flowing through your being, then when you do the rituals, you're like, oh, I'm projecting fire into this. It's a lot more immersive and compelling if you have those sorts of experiences. So I thought, so here's what we're going to do. I'll do a Qabalastic Cross to get centered and grounded and connected. And then we'll do a little empty body prana breathing. And then we'll do some fire breathing exercises, where we're going to imagine that we're in the universe of fire, and fire energy is flowing into our beings, and we're exhaling smoke from every pore of our being and purifying ourselves. And then we'll do another Qabalastic Cross to sort of ground and center at the end of that practice, and I'll sort of guide us through that. So let's start with Qabalastic Cross. I like to stand. I get this thing to lock on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Sphere of light above my head. Take a few breaths, breathing from the belly. Visualize yourself growing larger and larger till the earth is but a small ball beneath your feet, your head stretching out into the universe. Above your head, envision a sphere of pure brilliance. Reach up to that brilliant light, pull it a little bit down to your forehead. Thou art. Bring the light down to your heart center. You can quietly say the name of your spirit guides or your higher self. Then bring the light down through the center of your being, to the center of the earth, so you're standing in a column of light. Bring the light up to your left shoulder. Envision a ball of blue flame representing compassion, love. Bring the light across to your right shoulder. Imagine a ball of red flame representing your will, your wisdom. Leolam. Amen. Forever and ever. Amen. Oops. Oh, sorry, the camera. All right. So sit comfortably, preferably with your back straight. You can lay down. I used to do fire breathing while I laid in bed when I was sick as a kid. Worked really, really well. But probably sitting up is better if you can. Sitting in a chair is fine. Begin breathing through your belly. You can feel your belly expanding and contracting. This is the cauldron. This is where we get our leverage. This is where our force comes from. Imagine your body as being empty, as a big sort of bag of nothingness. And as you breathe in, visualize the light prana, the life force energy that's all around us, flowing into your body through every pore. This is the preliminary practice, where we imagine ourselves as an empty body. And we breathe in health and vitality. And when we exhale through every pore of our being, all the staleness, all the things that we no longer need, all the used up prana. You can imagine prana as sort of like red blood cells, where they go, they pick up life force from the sun and from the life around us, flow into our being and enliven us. And then when we exhale, The used prana goes out into the universe to fertilize and be revivified again, connecting us with the flow of life throughout the universe. We'll just do this for a few breaths. You can do a four full breath, or just intuitive. Breathe in, hold it briefly, then exhale. It should be pretty much effortless. You shouldn't have to force anything. All right, so now let's try to breathe in fire. This is elemental fire, one of the four elements of the universe, one of the four elements that we use in magic constantly. Imagine yourself in a universe of fire. All around you in every direction is pure fiery energy. You may imagine it full of little salamander elemental creatures. Breathe it in through every pore of your being. The fire cannot harm you. It's elemental fire. But you can feel the heat as it comes in, filling every corner and crack of your being with fiery energy. And when you exhale through every pore of your being, black smoke. All the impurities of fire, the doubt, the spent energies, things that are procrastination, all the things that are unfiery, the bits of things that are used up, purified by the fire, and the impurities are taken away. In the same way that we refine gold or silver or precious metals by heating them. Now just notice how it feels to breathe in the elemental fire. Does it make anything come up for you? Any ideas like pop into your mind about the idea of breathing in elemental fire? I like to move as I push the energy in and out. You can do so if it works for you. It's not really required. And see also within your being, where is the fire? Is it concentrate in one place? Or are there places that aren't fiery? So that's basic fire breathing. Now let's take it up a little bit to a higher level. If you're comfortable with this, you don't have to. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw the invoking pentagram of fire, and we're going to say the secret holy name of fire and call its more spiritual aspects to us, just as we would do in a ritual. But we're just doing this one element by itself today to have an experience with that element. Now, a fire pentagram starts above your head, kind of at your third eye, and the video may be reversed, but you take it down to your right leg, up to your left shoulder, across to your right shoulder. I'm right-handed, down to your left hip, back up, and then we repeat the last bar. So let's do this together now, envisioning a fiery pentagram before us. Now we'll draw the invoking spiral and we'll vibrate the secret holy name. Oh-ee-payh Teh-ah-ah Peh-dohk-ee. Fill the pentagram with fiery energy that we've been breathing. So the pentagram grows and becomes powerful and fiery before us. Now imagine that pentagram's energy is now we can breathe in that holy fire. Now, how does this feel different? Is it stronger? Is it more enlivened? More sacred energies often can feel like they're more awake. And let's just breathe and experience this for a few minutes. Every pore of your being. See if you can move the energy around within your being, within the hollow balloon body, your emptied body that's filled with energy. Can you move it to your third eye? Can you move it to your hands? Can you move it to your feet? Can you imagine this fiery energy purifying your body? getting rid of any diseases or old cells, taking out of your body anything that's no longer needed. Okay, so now if you're feeling like there's too much energy, imagine breathing the energy out. Breathing the fire energy out now, lowering the level of energy to let you feel comfortable. And try to remember the sensation of holy fire, so that when you're doing your rituals, you can call this energy up, send it to your hands, so that when you draw the pentagrams, the energy flows out and into the star. You can also use the fiery energy to help purify things. If someone is feeling sick, you can help burn off the disease, as long as they give you permission, of course. And you can purify yourself as well. All right, let's finish up with a Qabalastic cross to ground and center ourselves once again. Ito Malkut Vigdula Legabura Leolam. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Hope that was enjoyable. Pretty high right now. Don't go driving any heavy machinery. Thanks, everyone.